So today I'm going to make a video on something that I actually on YouTube have never even told you guys yet. And if you've been following me on Instagram, then you definitely know all about this. But except YouTube, I slowly upload, and of course, like some things are really pre-recorded. So some videos you see that are actually like already 2 months in advance, type of thing. But but what you see here is all you see is a Dua shallow. If you know the ADA brand, then you know ADA also makes another brand called Dua, and it's another line of tanks that they do and products, more of like terrarium type stuff. But they also make really nice like shallow tanks like this, and they're really cool. They sit up almost like a floating effect on some of these Neoglass ones they call them, and they're all just mostly nano tanks and all that. So definitely check them out if you've never heard of the Duo brand. It's really cool. But what's new is I actually built this shelf right next to the 60F. So where my desk is, there's actually this new shelf, and all these Duo products are going to be on here. And so I got the Duo pot. I'm going to have a Terra base right here, and then I'm still debating on what I want to do on this right side. I might just do a couple pots of plants, but then right here I'm doing this tank right here. And as you see, I already got the light and everything. So basically, if you haven't already noticed, I'm doing a reef tank, and so this will be the first tank I do on this channel that's a reef. And no, I'm not getting into reef like 100%, so don't worry, I'm not switching from plant tanks, and I'll never do that. But I thought it'd be different that, except this tank's so small that I thought it'd be cool to, change it up. And I thought, it'd be pretty cool to just have a little nano coral reef sitting on the side. So that's what we're gonna do today. So obviously, like fish wise, there's not gonna be fish ever in here. I might do like a really dwarf species of goby that just stay in the rock work and pokes out his head here and there. But like that's about ever I'd probably ever consider. But this is more just for coral. So basically, what I plan to do is do a bunch of egg cans. So it'll be kind of an egg can island over here. And then right now I'm working on, I'm putting together an arch. So I have a lot of this reef epoxy, and then obviously some reef glue, making a complete mess out of myself. But yeah, so I've been putting all this rock work together. I'm kind of throwing things together, but it's honestly kind of turned out pretty nice. So I got this main rock work going on. This is obviously my biggest hill. I plan on being right here, and then I was gonna make a little hill, then basically a little arch that connects them. So pretty simple. So this ain't really completely dry, so I shouldn't even be doing this, but there's gonna be something like, I really don't know yet. I might have to add even more pieces, but I kind of just want to make some type of arch with this. Maybe something like, actually, it'll probably go something like that. Maybe, I don't know yet. But obviously you guys will see that in the video. I'll get it all scaped, and then I got some live sand that I put in here, so I won't put very much sand at all in here, like a very skim layer of it, but it'll be live sand by KRC, so that'd be nice. And then as you saw, I got the light. So this light, actually, this is AI prime, so it worked out really nice. And I got a bracket for it that's actually meant for like wire hanging, but I took the wire off, and I was able to actually just screw the bracket straight onto underneath the shelf, and now it just hangs here like that. So like literally absolutely perfect. And then yeah, that will sit right there, so of course you'll see that in a second. And then filtering wise, I'm actually using, this is probably the best nano hang on the back you can buy on the market. Honestly, it's really nice. um I totally forgot the brand that actually makes this. I should know it because I literally look at it every single day. But if you guys are wondering about it, and if you ask me in the comments, then I'll make sure by the time I upload this video, I'll definitely know what it is. So you can ask me in the comments, and I'll tell you down below if anybody's actually interested in this exact one. But it puts out about 40 gallons an hour. Obviously, this tank's about only 2 gallons, so plenty of flow for whatever I'm gonna do. And obviously, I'm gonna take all this crap out and fill it with matrix and probably just a little bit of polyfill, and that's about it. Oh, and then maybe some Chemi Pure Blue, but that's about it. But yeah, this will sit in that left corner and hang on the back, basically hide behind that rock work a little bit. And except this is all clear, it just kind of matches the whole setup and tank, so really it doesn't look that bad on there. It actually looks pretty nice. So, because obviously on this tank I can't really do much, and this tank is so small that hanging on the back is going to do absolutely fine. And what's nice about reef tanks is there's so much more stuff that can hold bacteria, or at least that jump starts the tank. Like live sand. Obviously in freshwater we really don't have that luxury. So live sand, then obviously this is dry rock, but it's actually drive live, which means once it hits the water, then it activates. So it's actually really nice. So yeah, so once it gets filled up, I actually have salt already made. And the salt that I'm actually gonna be using is Tropic Martin. So literally the best salt essentially in the world that money can buy. Really clean salt. There's a lot of debate on which salt's the best, but Tropic Martin is not even a question, the best on the market. So that's what I'll be using. Obviously in this tank, literally, it would take nothing to do maintenance on this tank, so that'll be nice. But yeah, the more I look at the scape, like now you see it, there's this little shelf piece that I added on that looked really nice. I think that's actually a nice little touch, a little shelf that pops out there. Nice little piece with a little coral on. But yeah, but basically I plan to just do, I already have A cans. It's actually another tank of a friend's. So I'll show you. I need to actually show you guys a video of that. Probably eventually I go over there and show you. Or I mean, they'll be in this tank fast enough to where I'll just show you when they're in this tank, you know, in the house. But I got 4 really nice A cans that I'm going to start off with. They're really high end, almost costing almost 200 a piece. So there'll be 4 that I'll scatter here on this main rock, and then what I plan is obviously I'll have the arch, and then I do the only other thing I definitely know I want is probably like a frog spawn, and I might put that frog spawn either like right in front over here or actually on the rock work, depending on like how it looks and you know how it's actually mounted, but or how I can mount it, really I should say. But yeah, just probably somewhere on this right side. I just want some movement on this right side, and so that's pretty much what I plan. I might even put it like in between, like back here, to where it's like hide behind this rock a little bit, and then you know got some flow. Just something that kind of gives some movement to the tank is what I'm kind of thinking there. So I know everybody, especially people that don't do reef tanks, you know, definitely something that gets them into reef tanks is definitely like some of the coral that move, like torches, and all that. So definitely gonna add me like a really nice frog spawn, like a different high-end species, so some crazy colors like purple or so. But yeah, I'll definitely, the A cans that I have, you'll definitely see that, you know, in the coming weeks when I update you guys on this tank, when I get them, when I actually go to put them in, because they are so much colorful. They're literally rainbow on some of them. So but yeah, other than that, I'll update you guys when this tank's fully scaped. So I kind of skipped quite a bit through the skating process because I just want to get straight to the point. I didn't want to make this video already too long because it kind of talked a little bit before and it was already getting pretty long. So, but here's basically the final scape here. So I think it really turned out really nice. Obviously from like a top view, it's like, it's okay, but then like the real view is when you look from it from the front, which is, you know, obviously most important. It looks really cool. I really like, you know, obviously the big mountain like we're talking about, then just a slow arch to like the right side, and I add these flat pieces like almost little shelves out onto the side. And then of course, you know, you don't really see a lot of detail put into reefs, but of course I'm a planted guy, so I'm always gonna put detail where I can. So I put like little rocks everywhere and sprinkled with a crumble that was in the bag left over, just to give a little detail. I added one more piece over there. But yeah, I really like how this turned out. I got the live cured sea sand in there, so basically at this point I'm ready to fill it up. I'll put it over there by the light. I would show you guys it under the light right now, but it glares too much. So once I get the water in there, then I'll show you guys. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much all I gotta say. Obviously I used if anybody's wondering, I used the coral crete from Seakim for that. Obviously I combined it with the reef glue as well, so I use the combination of the two, just so you definitely ain't going nowhere. But some of it you'll see, like you can see, but that's definitely going to be hidden away pretty fast because obviously most of the corals are going to be over here. This part you'll still be able to see, like especially through the arch, but honestly it's going to be covered up in no time, so it doesn't even bother me, and it honestly matches pretty good, especially in the light. You can't even tell. But yeah, other than that, I'll get to filling it up and show you guys that. So it's gonna be really hard to see, so just bear with me here, but until I adjust the light and everything, it's pretty bright now, and it shouldn't even be this bright. It's gonna be dimmed down a lot more, but for some reason the app's not really working at the current moment, so I have to connect it. I think it's at like 20%, which is obviously way more than this tank needs. This tank needs like 10 or less, so because obviously this light is stupid powerful for such a small shallow tank. But yeah, it looks good. I got it filled up. A little bit cloudy obviously. Nothing too bad, but I got the filter running. So basically I just put like 9% matrix, and then I put some polyfill at the top, and then I'll probably get some Chemi Pure Blue, just a little nano packet to put in there too, and that'd probably be it for filtration. I just dosed some seeds, so some good bacteria. Just did a couple capfuls of those to get the jump start of this tank. Also, the live rock, live sand is going to help tremendously. I mean, this tank honestly will probably be ready in a week, and I wouldn't be surprised, especially in such a small tank with a lot of rock and then a good amount of sand. Obviously not much sand, but like, you know, in a small tank like this, I mean, live sand is going to do a tremendous amount compared to the volume of water that's in here, you know, especially after the rock. I mean, I don't even think this is a gallon maybe, so very nano reef for sure. But of course it's pretty cloudy, so, and plus with the bright lights it makes it really hard to see. But yeah, it's turned out good. So I think this will include this video, so next time you see it, it should be crystal clear in the next update, and potentially I think we'll be adding coral in the next video, so I'll see you guys then.